on to the next. Over and under. Let's talk about one of the biggest defensive surprises of 2024. And the man who just got paid. Andrew Van Ginkel. That's right. Yes, the high motor linebacker with the flow is staying in Minnesota. And the Vikings just handed him a 1-year, $23 million extension after already giving a 2-year, $20 million just last season. So clearly, the Vikings are all in on my man Andrew Van Ginkel. But now the biggest question for tonight's show, guys, is over under 79.5 tackles for Andrew Van Ginkel in 2025. Well, let's set the stage here, guys. Van Ginkel had a career year in 2024. He had 79 tackles, 11.5 sacks, 2 pick sixes, and came in the close to a third interception in week 18. He just wasn't productive. He was a tone setter on that defense that helped Minnesota go 14-3. They are contenders, and Van Ginkel was a huge part of that. And look, guys, this guy just didn't show up in the box score. He fit perfectly in the Brian Flores system. Whether he was crushing off the edge, dropping into coverage, or sniffing out screens, Van Ginkel was everywhere. He looked like a 5-year Viking, not a guy who just came in over from Miami. But let's consider the variables here. Here's the thing. Replicating that kind of production is not easy. He's got the contract securing him now. He's not playing for a deal, and teams had a full year on tape on him of how Minnesota developed him. Plus, tackling numbers can fluctuate based on the scheme, health, and just plain randomness, right? Will the Vikings ask him to be more of a bit of a pass rusher and a bit less of a cleanup work in the game now that has shown elite sack production? That could knock down the tackling total a bit. But on the flip side, with how aggressive Minnesota's front seven plays, Van Ginkel could still eat. So where do I stand on this? I am going to go take the under. I'm taking the over. Barely, but I'm going over. Give me 82 tackles and 9 sacks and a forced fumble or 2. I think he keeps the momentum rolling, especially with Minnesota looking to stay on top of the NFC. But I want to hear from you guys. What is your call? Over or under 79.5 tackles for Andrew Van Ginkel in 2025? Guys, hit the comments down below, smash the like button, and let's talk some football.